Happy Monday to everybody. This is Mornings with Michael for information and educational purposes only. And we move to our word of the day, which is pleonasm. The use of more words than necessary to convey meaning, either as a fault of style or for emphasis. Despite the author's tendency toward pleonasm, I enjoyed reading the entire series. So that's our word of the day. Let's go to our heat map. The S&P 500 heat map. It is a bit slow. Here it comes up. We're back, and this is the heat map. We had some pharmaceuticals that continue to show strength, healthcare, some consumer defensive. Amazon is down, Broadcom is down, NVIDIA is slightly down, energy is down. Today, oil prices really fell. Financials are down. So we got a lot of sea of red here, right here. So that's the story right there. Let's stop our share. Let's go to our screens. Coherent was up big today. A lot of semiconductor lost their CEO to Coherent. So we'll see how that plays out. It's up 22%. Look at the dollar index. Dollar index is diving today. Take a look at silver. It's bouncing a little bit. That dollar index fall. Gold bouncing as well. And take a look at our copper is bouncing as well. Arrow kind of sliced through its 50-day moving average, trying to bounce back. Let's go see how our cryptocurrencies are currently doing. We had a big move in. Let's see where that went. Here we go, right in front of me. We had a big move in Bitcoin. Ethereum tried to move higher and then had a strong pullback, and now it's just kind of bouncing around. And then we're off to Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a big bounce, moved up 1,500 points on the day. Still loading the chart. We may or may not wait for that. There we go. You can see big move up, just continued moving up. And some of that could be on the dollar weakness. So that is the story there. Let's go back and share our screens once again. We had a big fall in the bond yields today. Just dive right down through their 10, 20, and 50-day moving averages. Fell to 4.4% yield, and he fell on the ultra short as well. Just dived right down to 3.5% interest. Let's take a look at our VIX. The VIX dived as well, was up earlier, and then it just fell off the table. S&P 500 bouncing off the 10-day moving average. The equal weight S&P pretty flat. The NASDAQ bounces well off of the 20-day moving average, up 0.5%. The equal weight trying to bounce back. You would think the IWM would be up, but it is not. It fell to its 20-day moving average. And the Dow Jones tried to stay right where it was, still down 0.33%. So Coherent was a big mover on that CEO change. Take a look at what was up 10% or more. Marine Max, GameStop, kind of, I think, a little manipulation by the fellow Kitty, Roaring Kitty. It went all the way to 40 and came back down. E-Trade is threatening to kick him off of their platform because of stock manipulation. There's Coherent. GFL Environmental got a big bounce off the 200-day. Stericycle, huge gap up right over here into their buy zone. And finally, Structure Therapeutics had a big move up here. So that, and then we're going to take a look at some things that are trying to move into their buy zone. Altria Group is up, continues to be up. The Trade Desk is right around its buy zone. Regeneron Pharmaceuticals. Looks like we got a cup with a handle trying to bounce up in there as well. And let me see what else is on the docket. We can kind of look at what I'm trading in now, because with the big move in Bitcoin, MicroStrategies went up about 100 points, 102 points today. As we said last week, it sold at 1,600, bought back at 1,480. And this is a pretty nice move. Bought when it bounced off of its 50-day moving average right over here. Elf Beauty moved up, and I think a lot of that move was due to the drop in the bond yields. So there's that move. It went up over 200 in the morning, pulled back a little bit. So that is that. 4 had a big move in 4 today, up a little over 4.25%. See if it can bounce above the 72.43. Dutch Brothers Coffee, a little bit of a pullback today, almost 1%. Continue to hold that. I believe we got in at 35.54. Serve is pulling back a little bit. 280, got in at 288. Continue to hold that. A-Lab, which we have been watching. Got a nice bounce today, whenever this will show up. Mysterious Labs, guess it's not really showing. Must have bounced up here and then pulled back. That's what's going on. Lower holdings, continue to hold this. moved up slightly, up 0.32%. NVIDIA keeps on marching up, another close to 5% after their AI conference. CrowdStrike, we have the options on this. They have earnings tomorrow. They tried to move up and then they pulled back another 1.6%. And that was where we'll end it today. This has been Mornings with Michael for information and educational purposes only. And please check in on Taco Tuesday. We'll be back here for you. And you guys enjoy a great day. Keep working hard on your goals and your activities. And we'll catch up with you later.